Hello guys, in this video let us discuss about Azure App Service and we can host our web app in Azure App Service. Now guys, till now we have created Azure VM and only Harshal's IP address can RDP to this VM. So again for this we used NSG. Then we have also hosted a web app in this VM and as of now we can access this web app using public IP of this VM, and again for that we have used NSG. And I know guys, this web app it has security vulnerabilities which we will fix when we discuss application gateway in our upcoming videos. So as of now this web app has vulnerabilities like DDoS, bot attacks, then cross-site scripting, then SQL injection. So basically security issues which a typical web app has, and again we will fix it when we use application gateway. Now in this video again we will discuss Azure App Service. So Azure App Service, it is a PaaS service provided by Azure where we can host our web app. So again it is a PaaS service. Now guys, you may have question that to host a web app we need storage, CPU and memory, right? So behind the scene all this required hardware it is provided by App Service plan. Now guys, I have created a detailed playlist for Azure App Service, so you can simply visit my channel, and if you want to learn App Service in detail, please refer that playlist. Now in this video, we will create Azure App Service and we will host a simple web app in it. And then in our upcoming videos, we will discuss service endpoint and access restriction to secure this web app hosted in App Service. So guys, we are in Visual Studio and we are creating a new project. So let's select this ASP.NET Core Web App. I'll say next. Now let's give name to our project. So I will say my app service demo. Next. Let's unselect HTTPS and here I will say create. So guys, if you see our project is ready. Now let's simply expand this views folder, home, let's open index.cshtml, and guys here instead of welcome I will say this is web app running in Azure App Service. And now let's deploy this web app in Azure App Service. So guys, while deploying this web app itself will create Azure App Service in Azure. So let's right click on this project. I will say publish. I will select Azure. Next. So can you see this option, Azure App Service Windows? Next. And obviously we don't have any instance of Azure App Service. So let's create it. So I'll say create a new instance. Let's give name. So I will say my Azure App Service. And guys, this is important, hosting plan. So basically this is Azure App Service plan and it provides the required hardware, that is CPU, memory and storage to run this web app. And as you can guess, higher the plan, higher the cost, but then we get more CPU and RAM. So as of now, I will click on this new. Let's select the location. So I'll go with Australia Central, and size guys, so I will go with this free. I will say OK, and now let's say create. So it will take a few minutes, so let's wait. And here I will say finish. And here I will say publish. So basically we are publishing our web app in Azure App Service. And guys, it says publish successful. So let's cross check in Azure portal. So again guys, we are in Azure portal and we are under app services. So that is Azure App Service. and here as of now we can't see anything. So let's say refresh, and yes, now we can see the app service which we just published from Visual Studio. So let's open it. Now guys, we are under overview. Now to run the web app which is hosted in this Azure App Service, we have to simply click on this browse. So let's click on this, and yes, our web app is working, and it says this is web app running in Azure App Service. So that's it guys for this video. Thanks for listening.